Good morning. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of PATTAY'S Performance. I'm gonna love this one. Pretty excited about it, and I'm glad I'm able to share this positive outcome and positive experience with you guys. Okay? If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button somewhere, I think on the left, right, whatever. You're gonna get more updates and more cool content coming along. So if you guys already could tell by the description or the title, I have a very good experience with the bar stop lead. So let's take a look. This is my 2003 Honda Element. Yes, it absolutely does look a lot different and a lot better. This is actually my most liked photo on Instagram. Pretty wild. So yeah, a little background story. My wife picked this up for me a couple months ago. Okay. And we took a road trip immediately in it. Okay. And we drove about 1,000 miles, no problems. Made it back home. The freaking thing started overheating. And let's pop this hood open. Ever since then, we kind of got screwed on it. The person never told us that the car needed a head gasket. Now, it's my mistake that I kind of didn't pick it up, but, I mean, I don't know. Who sniffs radiator caps on a pre-inspection? Not me. So with that being said, right, this thing didn't have oil mixing in the coolant. It had exhaust gases mixing with the coolant. So, this being a car that we had to care about, we had to do some research and some decision making, and it was probably a lot more difficult than what it would be. If it was our previous hoopty, Saturn, probably just get a new engine, see you later, love you, bye. We'll get rid of it and just get another one. Okay? The problem is, once you get rid of a used vehicle, you're buying somebody else's used vehicle, just like this one, and they were not honest with us. They were old, they were nice, they were the original owners. That didn't mean a damn thing, right? Whatever. It is what it is. So, if you own a Honda Element, you know that you can get a JDM, low mileage engine, less than 60,000 miles, for around $500. You can actually get one with an extra 50 horsepower for an extra $50 more. Okay? If you have a manual, it's bolt-in, it's automatic. I was told you need about $1,000 in ECUs and software. So it's not worth it for me. I really don't care. With that being said, if you just wanted to do the head gasket the correct way, sending the head out, getting it redone, new gaskets, new water pump, the whole nine, you're almost or even more than the value of a low mileage JDM engine. Now, we did our research on JDM engines, okay? Their reviews are hit and miss. And the hit and miss reviews are basically saying that the engine works great, but it had a burnt valve. So basically, we're almost stuck in the same position we are now. So if we were to get a low mileage JDM engine, while it was not in the vehicle, it's best to just take it all apart, new gaskets, send the head out. I mean, we were going to do that anyway. So, it is what it is. It's a Honda. These things are supposed to run forever. Mrs. PATTAY'S Performance wanted to spend $3,000 on a new engine because we got an okay deal on this vehicle. It needed work when we got it, okay? But if we did $3,000 in an engine, that would bring the vehicle back to fair market value. So it's kind of like it is what it is. Now, we weren't sure what to do. In the sense we were always, I wouldn't say we were arguing, we would just have discussions of what to do. So, a couple of my buddies are like, dude, you know what? Let's just slide a head gasket in there and call it a day. Don't go crazy. Don't send the head out, don't do anything. We'll yank it out, we will check if it's level, and we'll go from there. A couple of my buddies are like, screw it. Throw some stop leak in there and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? If the stop leak doesn't work, then you guys know you guys have to make a decision on what you would like to do, because we went from 1,000 miles to every 200 to 300. I was out. Had to do a combustion test. We confirmed it. It was the exhaust gases. So anyway, I said, you know what? Let's do the bar stop leak. So let me show you what we got. So this is the bar stop leak that we got. Whoops. I should do this away from the car. That's annoying. This one has reinforced with carbon fiber, which, like, this is pretty pricey, but saved me a heck of a lot of money. What I like about this is that it, you don't have to pull the thermostat, and you don't have to bypass the heater core, because traditional head gasket fixes will clog those up. This one advertises that you do not have to do it. I was thinking about bypassing the heater core and the thermostat, but I said, you know what? For you guys and for YouTube, let's do it as advertised. Now, this does come with a limited lifetime warranty, which I liked as well. So, if this doesn't work, Bars will refund your money in full or send you another bottle. So the important part is to read the instructions on how to do it. I followed it word for word. So let's go over the instructions if you want. So basically, on a cold engine, I had it sit overnight, okay? Now this bottle, for me, was 2 shots. If this didn't work, I was actually going to have them send me another bottle and do 4 rounds of this. Because why not? Okay? So this is, you have to shake this very, very well and good to make sure everything mixes inside. So that's pretty difficult on a full can. So what I did is I got this body armor container, and this is the perfect size for this car. This equaled 1 shot. So what I did is I poured a little bit in the body armor bottle, shook this like a Polaroid picture, like crazy, poured this back in there and shook it again, poured it back in, and I made my application. Okay? So after I made my application, I turned everything on high, and I let the vehicle run for about 30 minutes or so, okay? Then I took off the radiator cap, topped everything off, and what I did is I wanted to trick the pedal into staying at 1200 RPMs, but that didn't work. So what I did was I literally sat in the car for 15 minutes, holding the pedal down at 1200 RPMs. Where I live, I couldn't go on a cruise and keep it at 1200 RPMs. That was not the case. I kept the heat on while doing so. Then I let it sit, and it took, you would say, maybe about a day, right? Because I took off the day from work, I did this, I didn't want to rush it. And then the next day I drove to work, came back, and I realized the car was not overheating anymore. So I was beyond ecstatic. I popped off the radiator cover, which we will do now in a little bit. But let me show you what it's like after it dries up. I think it's pretty cool. Check this out. This is the funnel that I used to pour it in. And it's almost like a paper plastic, and you can see like the shiny thing. So there is a lot of technology in here. Absolutely awesome. Let's pop off this radiator cap. I haven't had to add oops. See that? Full coolant, baby. No leaks whatsoever. So, winner chicken dinner. Oh, look, can you see? Look. Can you see this, the glisten, the speckles? So it's still in there. Like I said, has not clogged anything. Now they do say to keep adding this as part of a maintenance routine, but I'm not quite clear on what they mean or understand to do that. If there's no leak, okay? When do you add it? Because technically your radiator is going to be full, always. So that's the only thing I don't understand per se. And honestly, I am not going to work it into a regimen. I assume this stuff has a shelf life, so I'm going to give it to my buddy who does a lot of car work, and maybe somebody else can get a free shot at it. So like I said, obviously this stuff works if I invested in rims and tires and a roof rack. That will be another video. I will show you guys how I fit these 15s in there. Of course, my favorite tire brand, Falcon Wild Pika ATs as well. Alright guys, this is more of a general overview. This is not, a how-to. It's probably plenty of other videos out there to show you how to do it. I just wanted to document my success story, and I want to share it with you guys. I hope and pray that you guys, when you guys do this application, you guys have the same experience as me. Feel free to drop in the comments if it worked, if it didn't work. Okay? This is not a sponsored video. This is more for my benefit and yours as well. So, with that being said, if you guys found this video helpful, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and guess what? I will see you guys on the next episode of Pattay's Performance. And don't forget, Mrs. Pattay's Performance and I go live every 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Alright guys, later. Oh, one more thing. I have driven this vehicle 514 miles. Still full.